15-Minute Mondays, your kickstart to week high-energy 15-minute episode on the Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Daniel Greg Johnson. Let's get right into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back on the Success Blueprint. I hope you had a fantastic long weekend or still are in your long weekend. And we're going into another short week, but I am here nevertheless for you. Today, we talk about the compliance aesthetic when looking busy became the job, because I can see it. People wear busy like a badge. It's almost like this burnout thing, and people run around and everything that you hear when you ask someone, anytime you ask how they are and what's going on, I'm busy, 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 busy. It's almost like it's a trophy that you carry around to show people that you are accomplishing what? What is it about? Why do you do that? And why do you think that that is something that is a reward? I can tell you, I feel there's nothing worse than running around and always having to say, I'm busy, busy, busy. And then when you ask exactly what's going on, then it's more busy, busy, busy. But not really in the world that I live. I kind of like balance. I, for instance, don't work on Mondays and Fridays, and I don't work on the weekend. It's barely ever that I do a coaching session on a Monday or Friday, really just in extreme situations. But I take time to relax and to really focus on enjoying my life and taking time out, using the money that you earn, doing something with it that is meaningful, and spending time with the things that you really enjoy and that you are passionate about. And there's a different discussion around when you have a family and you have kids and you need to provide, and there needs to be a house because of safety and stability. But it is important to understand where you are and when the busyness badge or that whole thing of busy becomes a fake, when it becomes something that is really just to show off. Because somewhere along the line, work got replaced by looking like you work. Not laziness, not incompetence, a style, a performance, a compliance aesthetic. You can feel it in the modern office, the full calendar that produces nothing, the instant replies that replace real progress. The status updates that sound impressive but don't move a single metric. The endless visibility rituals just circling back, quick sync, touching base, following up on the follow-up. Sitting in coffee shops and going on, you listen to the conversations, nothing is happening. It's really just about being busy. And here's why this matters, tribe. When optics get rewarded, reality gets neglected. Teams become excellent at activity and terrible at outcomes. People learn to protect the image instead of protecting the mission. And that's how organizations decay while staying busy. And the same applies to you if you're in a small business, entrepreneur. Happens very often. They sit around and I listen to them next to me somewhere when I work in public, and there is like a 1.5 hour conversation. At the end, nothing happens. Nothing comes out of it. It's just a waste of time. It's just me and on the side checking phones and checking notifications. So today I'm going to show you how performative productivity spreads through teams like a virus, why it's so tempting, and how to lead a culture where progress beats performance without turning into a tyrant or a spreadsheet robot. What's the problem here? The compliance aesthetic thrives in environments where evaluation is vague. When leaders can't clearly define what good looks like, people default to what can be seen. Responsiveness, meeting attendance, long hours, visibility in Slack or email, high volume communication. Those things feel safe because they're measurable and socially rewarded. Outputs, however, are messier. Outputs can be judged. Outputs can fail. Outputs can expose you. So people learn the safest strategy. Be present, be busy, be agreeable, be available. And the organization then accidentally trains a dangerous lesson. You paid for the appearance of effort, not the delivery of value. And what's the cost and consequence? What are we paying here? This culture taxes everything. It taxes attention. Your best people spend their mornings in meetings and their afternoons trying to do real work with half a brain left. It taxes trust. When everyone is performing, nobody knows what's true. You stop hearing reality and start hearing updates. It taxes courage. People avoid hard calls because hard calls create accountability. It's easier to create another spreadsheet and call it progress. It taxes mental health. If the job becomes constant signaling, you're never off. Even rest feels risky because you might look less committed than the next person. And the worst part of that, tribe? Performative productivity creates a moral fog. The busiest person looks like the most valuable person. The quiet builder looks unengaged. The culture punishes the people who actually produce. But I've sat down and I've worked out a 5-step framework for you with clear action steps. And you can use this to change this around, either for yourself or in your team, in your organization, doesn't matter. This can be used for anything. Step 1, define done in public, not busy. If done isn't clear, people will default to activity. The action that you take here for every major priority, write a 1-sentence definition of done. By Friday, 4 o'clock, the proposal is sent to the client and confirmed received. By month end, churn is reduced from X to Y. By Wednesday, the onboarding doc is updated and used in one live onboarding. Then announce it in the team space. Visible, done beats visible busyness. The extra move that you can implement here, add a not done example. People misunderstand outcomes more than they admit. Step number 2, install a weekly output ledger. Stop rewarding narrative, reward receipts. I talk about it with my clients all the time. Create a receipt culture. How do you do that? The action that you take here is every Friday, each person posts 3 lines. Number 1, what shipped? A deliverable, not a plan. Number 2, what changed? A metric, a client result, a defect fixed, a risk reduced. Number 3, what I'm shipping next. With a date. No essays, no storytelling. If it can't fit in 3 lines, it's probably not a ship. This single ritual reduces theater because it forces reality into daylight. Step number 3, build meeting discipline that protects makers. Meetings are not free, they are an attention tax. The action that you take here, apply 3 meeting rules. No meeting without a decision, a deliverable, or a solved problem. Every meeting ends with owner, next step, date. And the last one, 2 maker blocks per week are protected for every contributor. No meetings, no pings, no quick holds. If someone argues, but we need alignment, ask, alignment to what outcome and by when? If that's unclear, it's not alignment, it's anxiety management. Step number 4, expose the optics traps. Performative productivity survives because the incentives are hidden. The action that you take here, identify your top 3 optics traps. Instant response culture, always on availability, over-reporting to look engaged. Then redesign one incentive. And the example here, reward response quality, not speed. Praise the person who declined a meeting and shipped a result. Track time to ship, not messages sent. When incentives change, behavior changes without speeches. And step number 5, coach for courage, not compliance. A progress culture requires adults, not performers. The action that you take here, teach 2 sentences and expect them. Here's what I'm deprioritizing to deliver this. Here is the risk if we keep doing it this way. These sentences create clean accountability. They also surface truth early, before failure becomes expensive. If people can't speak like that, they're still operating in self-protection mode. It's as simple as that, tribe. And what's the deeper meaning here? Why does this all matter? The compliance aesthetic is not just a workplace issue. It's a human issue. People perform busyness because they want safety. They want belonging. They want to avoid shame. They want to look competent in systems where competence isn't clearly defined. So if you're leading, don't only blame individuals, fix the environment. A culture of progress is built on 3 simple things: clarity of outcomes, protection of deep work, and most importantly, tribe, something that I teach in my workshops, permission to tell the truth without being punished for it. When those exist and theater fades, people relax. Their best work returns. They stop spending their life proving they're working and start building things that matter. I'll give you some examples out of my coaching engagements. I call this one the calendar that ate the business. I had a manager engage with me, and he met me proudly, showed a calendar packed from 8 till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then after hours work back to back. The team was aligned, so-called aligned, and sales were flat. Customer complaints were rising. Nobody had time to fix the product because the day was spent talking about the product. One change shifted everything. 2 protected maker blocks per week, company-wide. Meetings got sharper because time became scarce. Output rose because attention returned. Sometimes it's just a small minor adjustment that you don't see yourself because you're inside the story. Another large team I engaged with, people posted long updates daily. It looked organized. It was mostly theater. The best performers hated it because it stole time. The weakest performers, they loved it because it hid the lack of delivery. And they switched to a weekly output ledger and killed daily updates after we engaged, after we put a system in place, and the noise dropped and performance finally became visible. And another senior leader that I engaged with, let's call him Cesar, felt like he was drowning. His day was communication and his nights were real work. He was praised for responsiveness, yet privately he felt like a fraud because the big outcomes weren't moving. So we redesigned his week around one principle. Visibility must follow value, not replace it. He set a definition of done for his top 3 outcomes, blocked 2 maker windows and stopped answering non-urgent messages instantly. And he also started reporting only what shipped. And within a month, the team's behavior shifted. People stopped using him as a human help desk. Decisions became faster and the real work started showing up in the numbers. He didn't become less available. He simply became more effective. And that's it. Straightforward. Let me give you 3 advanced strategies. Some extra depth here. The optics budget. Cap visibility work to a fixed percentage of the week. If reporting exceeds the cap, reporting is the problem. And then the silence signal. Normalize quiet blocks where no one replies. If silence is punished, deep work dies. And that's what you see in many organizations. And then the kill list. Once a month, remove one ritual that exists only to reduce anxiety, not to create outcomes. And if you need someone to look into your team, reach out to me. I do team workshops for some of the biggest healthcare providers in South Africa. I know how to measure those things. I know how to bring teams together and redesign the way that they work. This is a top-class workshop that really shifts everything. It changes teams around. It's proven. It takes 2 days, 5 hours. You can plan them in different weeks or different months if you don't have the operational time. But this workshop has changed many teams around. If you need any help, reach out to me and then I can assist you with that. We measure the team, we measure the metrics, and we come up with a plan and a workshop that is suited to your team. And now let me leave you with your weekly challenge for immediate implementation. This week, run a progress reset. Number 1, pick one priority and write the 1-sentence definition of done. Number 2, cancel one meeting that doesn't produce a decision or deliverable. Number 3, protect one 90-minute maker block. And number 4, post a 3-line output ledger on Friday. And then watch what happens. Anxiety may rise first. That's the system detoxing. But then keep going. And if you like this episode, if you think there was value, then please, if it made you uncomfortable, good. Discomfort often is the first sign you've spotted the truth. Then take it, share it with a leader, share it with an entrepreneur, someone that runs a business who confuses motion with progress. Very often also true for entrepreneurs because that decreases the anxiety of not really getting anywhere. And then subscribe, leave a review. Join me next Monday again for the 15-Minute Monday. Copy the episode link, send it to 3 people on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, TikTok, wherever you communicate, and help me to grow the tribe. And let's not forget our sponsor, Doc Marty Mushrooms. A progress culture needs clear thinking and a regulated nervous system. Doc Marty's blends support calm focus and steady energy. Useful when you're protecting deep work and cutting noise. Visit docmarty.com. Success Blueprint listeners receive a 20% discount on their first purchase. Don't let that go. It's worth it. Head over to docmarty.com and leave some love. And in closing, guys, looking busy is not leadership. It's a custom. Your job is not to perform effort. Your job is to produce value, protect attention, and build outcomes that survive scrutiny. I want you to go out there, reward progress, kill theater, and watch your team get their life back. And that was it, quick and easy. It was Daniel Craig Johnson, your host on the Success Blueprint, with my promise, I'll be back. Take care, tribe.